In 2001, Exodus Communications owned fiber-optic cables spanning the continent. By September, the company was dead. Here's what killed it. The thing about the late 1990s is that nobody wanted to admit they didn't understand the internet. So when a scrappy outfit called Exodus Communications started laying fiber-optic cable across America, investors didn't ask hard questions. They just wrote checks. Exodus promised something seductive, the physical backbone of the digital revolution, not software, not content, actual tangible infrastructure. That sounded real. By 1999, Exodus had gone public. The stock price climbed and climbed. At its peak, the company's market cap hit roughly $30 billion, for a business that was essentially digging holes and laying cable in the ground. The CEO was Jeff Crow, a man with the kind of confidence that made venture capitalists nod and stop asking for profit margins. Here's the problem nobody wanted to say out loud. The internet didn't actually need that much cable. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Exodus was building infrastructure for demand that didn't exist. It's like building a 100-lane highway to a town with 50 people, technically impressive, financially suicidal. By 2000, the dot-com bubble wasn't just inflating, it was showing the first cracks. And I hate coincidences, so let me be clear, this wasn't bad luck. This was arithmetic finally catching up with fantasy. Exodus had borrowed billions to build, the debt was real, the revenue not so much. Then came 9/11, the economy didn't just stumble, it froze. Companies stopped spending on anything they couldn't justify immediately. Guess what fiber-optic cable fell into? Not essential. Exodus's customer base, mostly other internet companies riding the bubble, started collapsing. Suddenly, Exodus wasn't selling infrastructure to the future. It was holding debt from the past. The company tried to refinance, tried to sell assets, tried to pivot. None of it worked. By July 2001, Exodus was burning through cash like a condemned building burns through oxygen. Banks stopped returning calls. Investors started lawyering up. The stock that had soared to $47 a share was trading for pennies. On July 20, 2001, Exodus filed for bankruptcy. The company that had promised to wire America's digital future was gone. Thousands of employees got severance letters. Billions in shareholder value evaporated. The fiber-optic cables, they're still in the ground. Some are still being used, but nobody remembers who built them. What happened to Exodus is what happened to 1,000 dot-com companies. They confused ambition with business logic. They built first, asked questions never, and when the music stopped, they were left holding the check. The difference? Exodus's check was written in concrete and cable. The real lesson isn't that Exodus was a bad company. It's that hype is a lousy substitute for business fundamentals. And in the late 1990s, hype was all anyone had. Investors didn't want due diligence. They wanted stories. Exodus told a hell of a story, it just wasn't true. Subscribe for more stories about the people and companies that built empires on nothing but air and ambition. There's a new one every week. Subscribe, there's a new cautionary tale every week. And the next one might explain why you lost your 401k.